Hi friends, welcome to another video. This is Inner Hill Tarot, and today we're going to talk about the Alleyman Tarot booster packs review and slightly fast analysis. Well, I don't think it's fast actually. Today it will be a little bit long video, and the reason I do this video actually it's I think I said in the last video of Everybody's Tarot, when I do a review of the booster pack, I feel so inspired to do this booster packs review videos, because I think when I do the videos of the silent flip through of the other tarot decks, it's because I feel that in the tarot decks there is 78 cards mostly, right? Oh, thank you. It's my cat again. Sorry, guys. So there is a 78 cards that has a very long history. How do they come as they are? And I think in all the tarot decks, the 22 cards is major arcana, which is governs how the cosmic or the cosmic or the universe force outside of you influence of your life to your life. It can be like that. It can be seen as a karmic or universe's karma influences on you. And the minor arcana, I feel that is more like the day-to-day life, yourself, the notion of self. Like the Suit of Cups is your emotion towards some things. Wands is more like the ideas. The Sword is course of action, and Pentacles, of course, the material situations of our life. So that's one of the reason I do my videos of the tarot decks that only have 78 cards in silence meditative review, because I think everyone's karmic situation, everyone's soul purpose to come here are different. I don't want to really influence that, and I would like it to be a meditative review, because in a lot of videos that I see in YouTube, a lot of people putting in a lot of opinions, which is like legit because it's their channel. For me, I like to form it like a gallery, like a gallery feeling. So it's like it's meant to help you if you want to purchase a deck or you're not really sure about it, so you can have a meditative situation with my video, to help you decide if you would like to work with this deck or not, or purchase it, or just using someone else's, I don't know, buying it online, buying it in person, secondhand, new, I don't know. So my purpose of having these videos is just for that, for a gallery. But with the booster packs that more and more creator creates these days, it's like putting in their own creative idea and the way they want to influence the reality, not just their own reality, but with the tarot decks, I think there's an attempt also to recreate or rethink the reality at large, and talk about alternating reality. I think the Alleyman Tarot decks is the motherlode of it, at least that I know. I haven't yet seen that so many booster packs within one deck. And on top of that, Seven, the owner or the creator of this deck, also put another 17 empty cards that you can purchase as well to create your own tarot decks. And within its own original oh, thank Thank you, B. You see, this deck is really affecting realities in a big way. Even the bee wants to be in the video. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, so even in its original box, it's not just 78 card, but it has another 45 cards, you know, that I feel that it's already a booster in its own rights. What it means is a booster for me, it's something that you can alternate with the original 78 cards. So, and the way this deck is presented is very unique, and it feels like when I open this deck, it feels like a chaotic world, you know, which is like perfectly mirroring a lot of people's reality these days, you know, in a chaotic way, and it's very easy to slip in and slip out. So I really have to make an effort to put like this. So this is like the major arcana, and also it has a different backing. I think it's very expensive to create this deck actually. Because, and also like with this deck, you really don't know which one is up or down, reverse or not sometimes, because the backing is also very different. So that's the sense that I felt, you know. So let's see first with this. So, you know, like the cups itself, wands, the swords, and the pentacles. Okay, why I do it this way? Because I think before I go to the booster packs that being sealed, I would like to talk about the booster packs that actually included, and this coin's really sweet. The booster packs that Seven, or the creator of this deck, already included in the main box, you know. So why do I give comments and reviews the booster packs instead of the original deck? Now I think you already know why. It's because it's their subjective influence on how to create reality excites me, you know. It's it makes me want to be in the conversation, and it's kind of invite me as a collector of decks and you know, a tarot reader, although I'm a novice tarot reader myself, to join into the creating of the new world, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I won't be flipping through this deck. I will give you the link of the silent reviews, or the silent flip through rather, of this deck itself. But I would like to talk about some of these booster packs and how it makes me feel. And to me, this booster packs is actually it's 45 cards inside, first of all, and a lot of them is actually, to me, included as a message or as a shadow of the other 78 cards, to be quite honest. So I'm not going to talk about everything, but let's talk about a little bit a little bit of each cards. Okay, I'm not going to talk about all 45 cards, but ones that kind of jump up. So first of all, before I talk about it, I also have to say about the guidebook itself. And I think without the guidebook, it's a little bit hard to understand this deck. It's in its entirety, because there's a lot of just a lot of information, you know, that you need to go back again and again, outside of the intuitive read, of course. And also information of where the deck's coming from is yeah, you need, I mean, not you need, but I need to know it and read it. That's one of the reason also I like guidebooks. A lot of people ask also, one time ask me, why do you, if you're a tarot reader, why do you need a guidebook? Well, because every artist have a different point of view of a tarot deck that they created, right? Sometimes the keywords is different, a little bit different, and I think it's emphasized a lot in this deck. So I think an appropriate guidebook, it's really necessary. So okay, let's talk about this Ace of Hounds. And this Ace of Hound is said is a hound that is domesticated, right? And still all teeth and nose. And this Ace of Hounds is like, it said you need to let go of all overthinking and just crawl on the ground like a beast. Be wary, someone be lording over you in this card, and your owner who is letting you think that you're this raw beast. And this Ace of Hounds, and first of all, I think there's a lot of these cards, like I said again, is the shadow of the energy of the original 78 cards. So for me, like this Ace of Hound is like the shadow of the Ace of Pentacles. So if you see this Ace of Pentacle is this raw beast, like a real raw beast, you know, like the tiger. And this Ace of Hound, if you see, it's like some unafraid dog, unafraid animal, you know. So it's very interesting to have it in one deck. And in case of, instead of having it as reversal, but we have the real card like this, you know. So it's very interesting. It's also up to us if we want to put it in the real deck or not. Okay, so, and there's many shadow cards that I feel in this deck. For example, the next card, this is the Two of Whips, is like the shadow of two wands. It's because it's like to make a, to me it's like to make a plan, but in a inflicted plan on other people, to make people in line to your plan. So that's why it's a shadow for me. And also the Three of Books also is like a shadow of Three Pentacles to me. Yeah, because the Three Pentacles is like you working together with others collaboratively, but like the Three of Books is like applying teaching to another person. So it's not really working together, but it's like kind of a forceful feed of a teaching, or of like, okay, I know I'm the master of this according to this book, so you have to do things according to this book, this kind of feeling. So that's why I said it as a shadow. And the Four of Keys also, it feels like also a shadow, the ultimate shadows of all the fours, you know. Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and Four of Cups, actually, because it's said this card is about indecision, which is, I think it's a Four of yeah, it's a Four of Pentacles, if I'm not wrong. There's a Four of Pentacles is more like a strong head, and you know, being stingy or something like this. And yeah, basically it's, yeah, for me, I don't know why I feel that this is like a culmination of shadows of the four forces, you know. It's like a key that's only, there's a four key, but only one can go in. So it's like a wasteful energy of the other keys kind of things. And for example, it's not a Four of Wands as well energy that can help you have a stable home. There is no way a stable home can be reached if there's like there is not understanding which key that you can go into your door, you know. So this is like a lot of shadow feeling in here, and yeah, I think it can be reached more, the understanding, if we read the guidebook as well. So yeah, for example, there's other cards that have the shadow aspect to it, like this Five of Mirrors. It's very interesting as well, because I think it's a shadow of lovers, you know. If you see, the heart is all breaking, and I think it's the extension of Five of Swords that would want to win at all costs, kind of thing. And it's a shadow of the lovers, you know, because instead of really seeing what it is, this person instead of really see the mirror of who she is, this person prefer to break the mirror and go ahead and try to win her battle anyway, in any means necessary. So yeah, and there's many other cards, and I think let's talk about this Eight of Pentacles. And this Eight of Pentacles, to me, it feels like it's very sexual, first of all. So it feels like it's a manifestation of the carnal ideas of the lovers, you know. It's the satisfaction of carnal desires, in probably in a perverted sense. It's all of your hidden sexual desire that probably condemned if it's come to light in society, maybe. And but in upright position, I feel it's also the extension of the energy of Eight of Wands. Like if we met a carnal desires and we want to have it fulfilled, it's using it's very fast, you know. It's a fast energy. You're erect or you're aroused very fast. So I feel that this has an extension of the Eight of Wands energy. And if it's reverse, it's the extension of the Eight of Cups or the Eight of Swords, you know. The Eight of Cups is like moving away from what is painful to something else, you know, to the next emotional journey. And the Eight of Swords is like, yeah, when you're keeping these carnal desires to be fulfilled again and again, it's become something like very addictive, and it can entrap you. So it feels to me it's like when it's reversed, it's the extension of the Eight of Swords energy, you know. And yeah, and the Nine of Clocks itself, it's very interesting to me, because this is like the epitome, this is like the personification of the Alleyman Tarot deck by itself. Why? Because this Nine of Clocks, it's saying about different timelines, and at the same time, all of these tarot decks is sometimes have like from the 18th century iconography or something that copy paste, or something that very modern, or something that you know, from different tradition, for example, from different tradition, or a fear, you know, like abstract. So, or rune, for example, from different tradition again. So for me, it's like this is the personification of the Alleyman Tarot. And I think when this card is come out, it means that the deck is happy if it comes out in a reading. And probably also we have to think about timelines, of things, you know. Maybe when this card came out, we can draw an oracle cards of time, you know. We need to taking care of, if we think of things on the base of our memory, if our projection to the future, our anxiety. So I think this is what it is, you know. Okay, I'm not going to talk about of all of the cards but I think what it is this booster that came into the original pack is extensions, shadows, and a different kind of energy of the same thing, you know. For example, this wild hunt also, it looks to me is part of the Fool, part of the Fool, because it's like going to somewhere and it's like a joker at the same time. These two is like tied up, so it's part Fool, part devil. It's the energy in between, you know, the cosmic energy in between that's probably is indescribable in the old or in the traditional 78 cards of tarot. This is what it means that I like to be in the conversation of this booster pack, because it's also reflecting our reality of today. That's a lot of thing is undescribable with the old ways or the old user manual that we read again and again, you know. Okay, and also let's talk about this boogeyman. This 5 boogeyman, for me, it's like the shadow aspect of the Hierophant, you know, with the number 5 like this. It's very interesting for me because, yeah, if tradition, or if the people that hold authority in your area is the one who hunt you, you know, for they are the one who hunt you, or the one who want to catch you, or the one who wants to exterminate, like you know, some people in the war today, they wanted to erase your race. So the rules or the Hierophant are the boogeyman for you, the one that creates fear, right? And so this is a very interesting card as well, as also this with fear. It's the same thing. If you have the boogeyman as your Hierophant, the one that upholds the law, it's actually the one who exterminates your race. Of course, the world, with the number 22 cards, the world is very fearful place for you. So I really like this because it's creates a different way of seeing things and reality. Yeah, the hawkmoth is another way to see that. Yeah, and beside of that, there is also some of cards that has no comparison, extension, not comparison, but extension energy, or the shadow, or the shadow, or the reverse energy of the card itself. Not that I feel. For example, these 4 cards, what is the whole in the original 78 cards? Please let me know in the comments, because I don't feel it as a reversal or extension or shadow of any cards. The same with the Wound Man, for example, or the Comforter. Who is the Comforter in the original 78 cards? Are they